Hey everybody, it is open cup lip and drag season. I don't know why I said season. Episode, event, video. PVC pipe, just a little one. And these paints are mixed a bit differently today because I mixed them up to pour ornaments with first. So I've got Liquitex pouring medium, water, and Floetrol. I do not have a recipe. I don't know how much of each I have in it. You just kind of got to experiment. I've got cadmium blue hue, brilliant magenta, and deep yellow. So Liquitex Basics, Artist Loft. I pretty much find them interchangeable as far as paint quality. Some of the colors and some of the batches are more difficult to stir. Some of them, someone used the word seize up, and that's a good description. Gets very chunky. And when that happens to me, I stir as much as I can. I put the lid on it and I let it sit till the next day and stir it up, and usually it's good to go. I have not had that issue with the Liquitex except the copper, I think. Copper or bronze, one of those metallics. Sometimes metallics can be weird. So those are the colors I'm going to use. And in those three colors, I do have 1 drop of the treadmill silicone. The white paint I am using today is Benjamin Moore. The type of Benjamin Moore is called Scuff X, which I don't even think is on the main market. I bought it at a store called Spectrum Paints, and I think it might be exclusive to them. They sold me on it by saying, because I painted my bedroom and bathroom with it, they sold me on it saying it is scuff proof. So they're mainly touting it for like public spaces, because you can like scratch it all up and it doesn't show. Which, I mean, my bedroom and bathroom do not get that much wear. I'm wondering if they're trying to push it, because they gave me an awesome deal. They sold me the gallons for $30 each. And usually I like Benjamin Moore Ben in the blue, with the blue label, and that is about $36 a gallon. So I decided, well, I'll go for this. It's $3 less. So I don't know, maybe it will be the new in thing. Maybe it will, that paint brand you'll be seeing more often. It would be helpful in my main entryway, because I am constantly banging the walls with stuff. Just last week I gouged a hole in it with carrying up an end table. But I don't even bother patching it. I'm always banging up that entryway because that's where the garage door is, or the, door to the garage and the front door. So when you're carrying stuff, it's just whatever. So for the open cup, I'm going to pour the canvas white first. And I have been stirring, because I let it sit for a little bit and it starts to separate. Alrighty. So I'm just going to smooth it out a bit before, I'm just going to go how I normally do it. And just tilt it all the way around. You just want it all covered. You don't need it too thick, but you do want it all covered. We don't always have a lot of luck with the open cut pour, but this is a tiny canvas. It's an 8x8, and so that PVC pipe has the smallest opening, which is why I really need to invest in a thimble. Or find an old like hairspray lid. That's what I should do, is start having all my friends save their hair product lids for me. I could probably get tons of them. And then not tell them what it's for. Then just have them wonder. That'd be the funniest. Alright, so this is thicker, harder to work with, for me anyhow, because it's got pouring medium. Ooh, goodness, that was a lot. And pouring medium for me is always unusual and hard for me to work with. I generally don't like it. And almost it makes, I can't get the description right, but it's like it makes the paint firmer, which it holds its shape. It holds shape, so it does hold shapes of cells and stuff. But when you want, like in my flip and drag, when I want really loosey-goosey cells, the pouring medium doesn't give me as much of a loose look, which is why I have a series, gosh, maybe 2 months ago, where a lot of my paintings started being pretty pastelish, because I just kept reswiping and reswiping to get the look that I wanted. And actually, I am not going to use this anymore. I just found this sitting next to me, which is the lid to some type of hair product. So I'm going to use these 3 colors. It's so little. I had mixed up more colors and I was gonna do more, but then I thought I'm gonna just kind of keep it simpler. So since I'm doing it this way, I could have put this on first and poured the white around it, but it doesn't really make any difference. I'm gonna start in the middle and let some out. So there we go. This one's really easy to wipe out so that I can keep using it, but I'm gonna do it right now while it's wet because it makes it a lot easier to clean wet paint. Plus, the paint can sit here for a minute and decide what it wants to do, because the paint does know what it wants to do. And I'm going to torch it just to make any colors that are underneath come up. Like right here, the colors that wanted to come up. So this is what I've got right now. Right, well, that white spot right there in the middle is a bare spot. That goes all the way down to the canvas. that's a little better. So for that one, I am going to just take my paint stick and fill it in. My first reaction is to want to take the cup and redo this because I generally don't like the heavier globs of paint. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to work with exactly what I have and see what magic I can do. First, I am going to loosen up the sides. You guys hear me talking about this all the time. That it makes it so much easier to tilt when the sides are kind of loosened up. I think I'm going to make this bottom part go off because it just looks like it should. It kind of reminds me of a duck. Ugh, hold on, let me... Alrighty. It was my mother, and I shall call her back. Plus, I can't even answer it down here in my basement because I don't get any cell reception, which makes no sense because I can get internet and I can do YouTube live videos down here, but I can't send texts with photos. And I can't answer the phone. Well, I suppose I can answer it. It just disconnects right away. You know, this looks like a painting I just sold. Yeah, it looks like the painting. I just sold the painting that I used this thing on. Do you remember when I used this and it was a side, it was these colors almost. This looks almost like it's a twin. So if anybody liked that painting and is disappointed it's sold, this might be your chance for a similar one. So I'm kind of getting these. I'm gonna go around and do the others on the other side. I just want it more flowy. And I'm just going to now stretch out the colors a little bit. Because now that I've touched the edges around, then I get the smoky, like lacy look that I enjoy. I think I'm going to try and work to get this across to the other side. Wasn't sure at first where I was headed. But I think that's where I'm headed. So I keep, going side to side at about the same speed to keep it fairly in the middle. But it is getting kind of zigzaggedy, so I think I am going to bring it back because I don't really want that zigzaggedy look. But I love way. This really does look a lot like that other one. Just gonna fan these colors out a little bit more. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I think I am done with this. I'm gonna torch it a little, see if anything happens, which I don't think. You know, it's interesting with the WD-40, when I torched, lots of stuff happened, but the treadmill silicone doesn't seem to need any torching, or nothing happens when I do the treadmill. So those are the edges that I just dip my fingers in to fan them out a little. Gives it more of an organic feel. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later. Bye.